the most detailed breakdowns and honest insights into the motorcycles that move us, whether it's cutting-edge sport bikes, high-tech tourers, or timeless cruisers. Today, we are turning our attention to a machine that channels deep roots into a modern build, the 2025 BMW R18 Classic. A bike that combines old-school charm with German engineering excellence, the R18 Classic isn't just about retro aesthetics. It's about commanding presence, torque-rich performance, and a refined riding experience that brings nostalgia and innovation into harmony. Let's dive into everything you need to know about the 2025 version of this cruiser icon. A tribute to heritage, the spirit of the R5 reborn. The R18 line has always paid homage to BMW Motorrad's early days, particularly the 1936 BMW R5, a machine that set design and engineering standards nearly a century ago. With the R18 Classic, BMW expands on that retro inspiration. Y-spoke wheels, swooping fenders, and that iconic boxer engine define the bike's presence. The 2025 R18 Classic continues to be a love letter to simplicity and mechanical beauty. However, it's far from stuck in the past. This year's model carries subtle but meaningful upgrades that further refine its long-distance capabilities and rider comfort without diluting the core DNA of a traditional cruiser. Design, classic aesthetics with a touring edge. At first glance, the R18 Classic remains a visual stunner. From its massive 1,802 cubic centimeters boxer engine to the elegant double-cradle steel frame and teardrop tank with hand-applied pinstriping, this motorcycle exudes old-school appeal. But unlike the base R18, the Classic adds a full set of touring features: a tall windshield, removable leather saddlebags, a passenger seat, and LED auxiliary lights for enhanced visibility. For 2025, BMW has introduced new color options and trim levels. Choices like midnight blue metallic, mineral gray matte, and a stunning classic alpine white with blacked-out engine components let riders personalize their ride without aftermarket modification. BMW's customization program, Option 719, is available again this year, offering exclusive finishes and factory-installed upgrades. Even with all the add-ons, the R18 Classic manages to keep a minimalist charm. Every curve and component is functional, intentional, and a nod to motorcycling's golden age. The big boxer, torque with soul. The centerpiece of the R18 Classic, both literally and figuratively, is the 1,802 cubic centimeters air-oil-cooled flat-twin engine, affectionately known as the Big Boxer. Producing 91 horsepower at 4,750 rpm and a monstrous 116 pound-foot of torque at just 3,000 rpm, this engine delivers power with a personality that no inline-4 or V-twin can match. The throttle response is instant, yet composed. Twist the grip in any gear and you're met with a wave of torque that effortlessly moves the bike forward. The 2025 model has received minor ECU tuning updates that smooth out low-speed fueling and improve throttle mapping, especially noticeable in urban riding or when riding with a passenger. Riding the R18 Classic isn't about high RPM thrills, it's about torque, tone, and tradition. The exhaust note is deep, mellow, and satisfying, echoing the mechanical harmony between cylinders. Every gearshift, every acceleration, feels like a deliberate mechanical event, and that's the appeal. Comfort and touring, built for the long road. While the R18 Classic is based on a cruiser platform, it incorporates several features that make it a viable light touring machine. The large windscreen is detachable, offering wind protection for long rides and the option for a stripped-down look when cruising around town. The leather saddlebags hold up to 15.5 liters per side, providing enough storage for weekend getaways. They are easy to remove when not needed and are weather-resistant by design. The seat has been recontoured for 2025, now offering improved lumbar support and more cushioning for longer hauls. Rider triangle ergonomics are slightly relaxed, with a comfortable reach to the handlebars and mid-mounted foot controls for a natural leg position. Optional heated grips and seats, as well as cruise control, make the R18 Classic more than capable of munching duties. For two-up travel, the included passenger seat and foot pegs are roomy and comfortable, with an optional backrest available through BMW's accessories catalog. Handling and chassis, stable, predictable, confident. You don't buy the R18 Classic expecting razor-sharp cornering, but it handles its weight with remarkable poise. The steel double-cradle frame is rigid and confidence-inspiring, and despite the bike's 805-pound curb weight, it remains surprisingly manageable at slow speeds and mid-lean angles. The front suspension consists of 49mm telescopic forks with 120mm of travel, while the rear uses a cantilever monoshock with travel-dependent damping. For 2025, BMW has made minor suspension tweaks, including revised spring rates for improved ride compliance, especially with luggage or a passenger on board. The bike is happiest at cruising speeds between 60 and 80 miles per hour, where the ride is smooth, stable, and vibration-free. Maneuvering through city traffic takes a bit of muscle, but the low center of gravity and wide bars make it easier than you'd expect. Braking and electronics, safety with subtlety. Braking duties are handled by dual 300mm discs up front with 4 piston calipers and a single 300mm disc at the rear. BMW Motorrad Integral ABS comes standard, working unobtrusively in both dry and wet conditions. The brake feel is strong and progressive, more than adequate for bringing the heavyweight cruiser to a safe stop. The electronics suite is tastefully minimal. You get 3 ride modes: rain, roll, and rock, which adjust throttle sensitivity, engine braking, and traction control. Roll is the default cruising mode, while rock unleashes the most direct throttle response and a more aggressive character. There's also hill start control, dynamic engine braking control, and an optional reverse assist gear, which is incredibly helpful when parking or backing out of a tight spot, especially with bags loaded. Technology and instrumentation, retro meets digital. The instrumentation on the 2025 R18 Classic blends vintage looks with modern function. The single analog speedometer is integrated with a multifunction digital display showing gear position, trip data, fuel range, and ride mode info. It's not flashy, but it fits the classic vibe of the bike. If you're looking for full navigation or smartphone integration, BMW offers an optional handlebar-mounted cradle system that works with the BMW Motorrad connected app, allowing you to use your phone as a GPS and data display. It's a smart way to offer modern functionality without disrupting the bike's clean cockpit. Charging is handled by a USB-C port located discreetly near the handlebars, and keyless ignition is standard on all trims. Pricing, packages, and final verdict. The 2025 BMW R18 Classic starts at $18,995, making it competitively priced within the heavyweight cruiser segment. With customization options, including Option 719 trim, touring upgrades, and bespoke finishes, prices can climb past $22,000, but you get a machine that feels truly premium, both in presence and execution. BMW positions the R18 Classic as a refined alternative to Harley-Davidson's Heritage Classic or Indian Super Chief. And it does so convincingly. While it may not have the same brand legacy in the cruiser world, it offers something unique: German precision, timeless design, and the unmistakable character of the big boxer engine. For riders who crave a cruiser that delivers more than chrome and nostalgia, one that rides as good as it looks, with real-world usability and long-distance comfort, the 2025 R18 Classic is a compelling choice. Outro: subscribe to Bike Updater Pro. That wraps up our full look at the 2025 BMW R18 Classic, a bike that blends old-school soul with modern finesse. Are you drawn to its unique boxer engine and vintage styling? Or do you prefer more traditional American cruisers? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Bike Updater Pro for more deep dive reviews, comparisons, and motorcycle coverage from around the world. Whether it's 2 wheels or 1,800 cubic centimeters of raw torque, we are here to break it down. Ride safe, ride often, and keep your throttle steady.